Hello everyone, this is Coach Green, amen, and we're back, week 9, chapter 9, the danger of worldly pursuits, amen, finding fulfillment in God alone. I pray you all are having a blessed week in Jesus' mighty name. And it reads, the world tells us that happiness and fulfillment come from success, wealth, and possessions, but these things are temporary. True fulfillment comes from God and God alone, amen. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 10 through 11 describes the emptiness of worldly pursuits. When I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Many Christians fall into the trap of chasing worldly success, thinking that it will bring lasting happiness. But Jesus reminds us in Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 through 21, that where our treasure is, there our hearts will be also. If we seek fulfillment in things of this world, we will always be left wanting. But when we seek God first, we find true peace and contentment, amen. You know, society tells us that things like success, money, notoriety, power, control, amen, will make us happy. You know, we always want that nicer car or a bigger house, amen, or more followers on social media, right? We chase these things thinking that they'll satisfy us, amen, but the truth is they don't, and they never will. You know, Ecclesiastes tells us chasing after these things are like chasing after the wind. They're meaningless, amen, and many of us come up empty-handed in the long run. Jesus said, do not store up treasures on earth, amen. Instead, store them up in heaven. In other words, how can I put this? Focus on what matters, amen, like your eternity. Where will you spend it? Amen. You know, my challenge for you today is stop chasing things that fade away, amen. And I know that success is awesome, right? It feels great. But only God can fill that void that we have within, amen. So with that being said, I pray that this blesses you. May God continue to bless the hearers and doers of his word, amen. And I'll see you back here next time in Jesus' mighty name. Y'all have a blessed day.